do round here? Need someone to talk to?
Perhaps you would indulge me in conversation?
Come to think of it, I long to make things right after what transpired at the coronation. What baleful art could grant one other than the Arisen control over pawns? Greetings.
Yeah? What is it?
That tyrannical Saludo thinks he can do whatever he likes. And, well, mayhap he's right. He had the Watchhead himself sent off to fella Dullahan.
Have you heard tell of an ox cart travelling the roads at night? Honestly, I follow every regulation to the letter and only travel during the day. Why can't others do the same?
There's been much talk on the street of this phantom ox cart that travels after sunset. But I've heard rather enough of it. Our hands are full enough as it is.
Say, have you heard tell of an ox cart travelling? Some call it the phantom ox cart. No one knows what its cargo is, save that it carries it in a caged wagon. I very much doubt there's aught spectral about it. Like as not, 'tis but a band of brigands transporting their ill-gotten gains. Honestly, I follow every regulation to the letter and only travel during the day. Why can't others do the same? For purity of trust, security's a must. That's my motto. Pray, notify someone if you see aught suspicious.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
An ogre is upon us!
We need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Hope to see you again.
You're the Arisen, aye? There's aught I'd ask of you. A personage of great esteem is to return from Batal to Vermund. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition against the Queen Regent. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels the high road. As a potential ally to your cause, it would do you no favors if he were to come to harm. I trust you will cooperate. And bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. You have your orders. Read them and follow them to...
Perhaps we ought to hurry. You have my protection.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into... Next.
Bye.
How might I be of service?
Don't know a town.
Over here, if you please.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my...
That's enough. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
What must needs be done? My heart is pounding a league a minute.
I'll gather this. It might...
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart, and we must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. Of this, we can be certain. Oh, a quiet day is a welcome one. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once!
ere he injures our noble charge.
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnar in the tavern. Now, two parties ask our aid, but which of them will deserve it?
The right to decide is yours alone, Master.
You would betray me. Have you lost all sense?
You believe me, then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Thanks, cuz.
Curse you!
Phew! I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. My apologies for this. Follow after me, if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
I shall stand by you, Master. Whatever you decide. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. Pray, follow me. I know the... way, so there's no chance of our getting lost.
Watch out for the choppers!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
We meet again.
Easy pickings.
Hoy there. I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustin, only to find myself waist deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I explain while we search for an exit? time to get to work. Not from what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business. I can say you're really and my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Though of late, I've mostly been playing escort to spineless nobles. Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life. Though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. There's naught else like it. The clashing of bodies and wills. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all healed up, eh? Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain, and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time, and then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the Arisen True. What? You are the Arisen? Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, Kurt. I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
Reunited at last, Master. I do hope you encountered no trouble in the cave.
It's done. It seems that we must seek out this Ambrosius if we are to learn more of the God's way. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
I owe you a great debt. For you. As a...
Carp, all of you.
Would that ox carts were a bit safer. And a bit swifter, too.
Drivers can be a decent source of gossip.
You have my protection.
I've just had a thought. Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women.
Is that a statue I espy over yonder?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
Excellent. I could have done no better.
Perhaps you'd like to take care of the remainder.
Splendid.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey.
Where are the skeletons? Their ilk be a holy light above all else.
Ord fell from the beast as it breathed its last. I'll go and open the chest. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crap. But here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace and...
Getting proper rest is an important duty.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
Well, hello there. Oh, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near the border, where do you come again?
I'll go and open the chest.
I've a thought to share myself. The pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
To the chest. I shall take a look inside. I suppose we cannot expect sunshine to follow us wherever we journey.
It will be worth it in the end, if we return with a pack full of treasure.
paths to victory are myriad. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Oh well, I'm surprised.
I will protect you. Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
These are hardly ideal conditions. All I can think about are my wet boots.
Focus. The skies aren't like to clear just because you grumble at them.
It is rather high. It might be beyond our reach. Master, I believe I could be of aid here. I would gladly be of aid.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Just a thought. I had a treasure chest open during my travel through the rift. Motion. We have an opening! Focus your attacks!
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall! space to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. This ox cart has been destroyed.
Be on your guard, as we meet a similar fate.
Careful now. Methinks we can move this boulder if we work together.
Oh, push is what's needed here. I can scarcely see a thing in this murk.
Well, so dearly did you love our game that you have sought me out again. Let us resume at once. I too have grown rather engrossed.
Outstanding.
Now, questions beget questions, and I have one for you. How many riddles have you solved thus far? My memory fails me, you see. Remind me, and make it plain. Let yonder statues be your means. For every question aptly answered, bring one here before me. Let yonder statues be your means. For every question aptly answered, bring... This is your answer? Are you sure of your count? My, that's quite a number. And the correct one, no less. I see you're keeping track. Of course, your erudition shan't go unrewarded. So vast is this world, and full of life. You are but one of many. Indeed. In the grand scheme, we are as distinct from one another as pebbles on a beach. But are these differences so great? If you believe so, this next task should prove exceedingly simple. I seek this man. If men are so distinct, I'm sure you'll find him in a trice.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? Go on through.
Anyone gives me trouble, they'll test Steve.
Mine is life.
So vast is this world, and full of life. You are but one of many, indeed. In the grand scheme, we are as distinct from one another as pebbles on a beach. Yet we do so love to extol our differences. But are these differences so great? If you believe so, this next task should prove exceedingly simple. Is this the man I sought? Truly? You are satisfied with your answer? Then I shall weigh its merit. To pluck a human from the faceless swarm is no less a challenge than to seek a single grain of sand on the Alta Batal coast. Yet pluck you have. And for that, I congratulate you. Another prize is yours for the taking.
That was certainly worthwhile.
How easily the mind unravels. Some say it's pain that does it best, others darkness. But I say neither. Rather, I say a mind cannot be more soundly broken than when it beholds its earnest efforts laid low in a single stroke. Could you survive such despair? We shall see. Here, I have an amphora destined for Sir Moritz in Batal. Deliver it to him, but beware, it's rather fragile. I do hope your struggle will amuse.
Well met.
I can't live my whole life looking over my shoulder.
You there. You seem like a learned individual. Surely you have an interest in the mighty Sphinx depicted on yonder wall? 'Tis a beast of fearsome intellect, whose riddles have confounded some of the greatest sages in history. Indeed, 'tis said that answering its questions is but a portion of the puzzle. Should the day come that you seek to challenge the Sphinx yourself, you would do well to look to this mural for wisdom. What in the world were you thinking, bringing me to such a place? Hold a moment. That for generations now, my family has been charged with a duty to seek out this amphora. To think that it was hidden here, of all places! Is that why you brought me here? So that I might claim it? Oh, joyous day! At long last, our vigil is at an end.
Well, well. Very good. Well, well. The amphora has been delivered intact. I'd not thought you had it in you. Though I'd hoped to savor your dismay, you shall have your prize all the same. Though ours is a battle of wits, tests of metal are more to your strength. Is that not so? Come, try your arm, though he shall be your opponent, not I. However, I am not one to be amused by a simple duel. Bear this ring into battle, that I might gauge your true strength. Good show. It seems your mind is as strong as your arm. You have more than earned your reward. Another chest is yours to claim. And with that, our game comes to an end. As amusing as it has been, I shall now take my leave of you to await the next courageous soul who would test their wits against mine. That will do. Most impressive, I must say. I almost hope that you and I shall meet again. It has been long indeed since I was last so entertained.
That was certainly worthwhile.
That was hardly a challenge for adventurers of our caliber.
Our efforts have been rewarded. I believe I know whom we must seek. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual. Would you mind coming over here? In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it.